You wrote an article also about Mike Rutenberg being kind of exactly what Todd Monken wanted. Take us through that and why you feel that way.
Yeah, I mean, once they had to replace Jim Schwartz, right, when he resigned, Todd Monken was committed to keeping the system. He was committed to keeping a lot of the members on the staff. So you had to find a guy that worked. And Rutenberg has experience in the 4-3. Spent a ton of time with Robert Saleh, who runs the 4-3. Now, Jim Schwartz's 4-3 scheme is more attacking than Saleh, or at least Saleh lately, but the roots are similar. Rutenberg has a lot of experience in the back end, so that helps. Maybe he switches some things up in coverage, which adds a dimension to that defense. So Monken just wanted a guy to come in and tweak, and it feels like Rutenberg's the right guy. And then I thought Monken had a really interesting line when he said, I asked him about having all these first-time coordinators. And he said, well, on offense, it doesn't matter because I'm running the offense and I'm calling the plays. Special teams, he said, Storrs trained for this. You know, he's worked under one of the best guys with the Raiders and the Packers. He's ready. And then he said, Rutenberg, he's walking into a great spot to be a first-time play caller because of the talent on defense and the scheme that he inherits. So it's all those things. And then he brings a personality that's filled with energy that I think has a chance to engage the guys who might be disappointed that Schwartz is leaving. I think Rutenberg, and we get to meet him tomorrow at the introductory press conferences, is supposed to have the personality that could really help bridge the loss of Jim Schwartz to him and the staff.
The other thing I thought they did that was really smart is bringing in Dom Capers for a first-time coordinator, because Capers is a guy that, you know, if you talk to anybody who played for him, Solomon Wilcots we had him on, and he couldn't say enough good things about playing for Dom Capers.
Yeah, I think it's important for Rutenberg and for Monken. You know, Monken's, I know he was a head coach at Southern Miss, but this is his first time in the NFL. And you look up and down the staff, there aren't former head coaches. Remember, Stefanski had Bill Callahan that he could look to. And Monken doesn't have that except with Dom Capers. So I do think that's a big hire.